Like, yeah.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Boston. They're free-falling right now, piling up loss after loss. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Fellas, I really think it's a difficult job they've got ahead of them. I mean, anytime a team gets into a funk like the one they're in, getting out of it is really hard. They've seemed a little bit scattered to me lately. I'd like to see them form a better game plan and then stick with it. Stick to the script.
But it's so hard to do, Clark, as you know, when you start heading south at midseason, the momentum just can grab you and take you underneath the ground. I mean, that's what's happened with this club. They are losing their confidence, their poise, and I don't know that they're going to be able to get it turned around.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Forwards, Jeff Green and Jared Sullinger. And it's Zeller in the 5 spot.
Oh boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Orlando on D. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
You know, they had a great start to that game. A couple guys got hot early, and it seemed to become contagious. Everybody started shooting the ball well at that point.
You know, typically if there's a hot shooter, the defense can make an adjustment and lean everything towards stopping him and let somebody else beat you, but that wasn't an option in that game.
The Celtics on offense, defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And, Kevin, they put so much effort into the final few minutes of regulation in that game that they were pretty burned out in the overtime period.
Yeah, that's an excellent call by you, Steve. I thought there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT.
Well, Rajon Rondo still in a Celtics uniform, and that didn't seem like a foregone conclusion over the last season. Boston in the midst of a complete rebuild, and Rondo already in the prime of his career, so a lot of discussion about a possible trade.
Here's Bradley after the made shot from Monday. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Zeller setting the pick for Bradley. Another shot. Shot by Zeller, no good. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. No luck. Great D that time from Green.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
Rondo can't get it to go.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And the basket by Gordon.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Rondo. 14 points from him the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy, and he contributed in a number of ways.
And it's Bradley off the drive. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Green. Offensive rebound. Zeller. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Celtics shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Magic leading by 5. Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Outside Rondo. It's Bradley on the wing. Rondo dishes to Sullinger. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Green with a screen on Oladipo. Bradley passes to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Zeller. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Zeller's got 5 points so far.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Pass to Gordon. And he dunks it down.
I like the way they played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Rondo, averaging 12 points a game. In the corner, Bradley with it. And it's Rondo penetrating. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist by Rondo. That's 7 points for Tyler Zeller. Orlando leading by 6. Here's Money. Zeller grabs the board. Celtics have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Outside Rondo. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. And it's Boston with another.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Orlando's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Here's Money. Dedmon from 10 feet out. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Celtics trail by 6. And the pass to Green. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slamming.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Yeah, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now Bradley, after the missed 3 from Money. Rondo with it. Stolen. By himself. Hammers it on to polish off the break.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Here's Rondo after the Magic pick up 2. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You know, Boston has shown they're a team that's not afraid to make a deal with one of their stars if they think it's going to benefit the team. And quite often, those deals have worked out for them.
Sullinger with the bucket.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
It's stolen by Sullinger. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Rejected by Harris. And they get it back. Green kicks to Bradley. Right side Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
As you said with Boston, it's an attitude that most teams would like to have, but many just can't really stomach the idea of parting with an all-star. The Celtics have shown they can do that.
Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders from the past 10 games. Well, you look at Money. Opposing teams always need to know where it is on the court.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking ball handlers' pockets, but as terrific point guards, they know how to clog passing lanes and come up with a lot of steals that way as well.
Absolutely. Their steals come from all over the court and in all sorts of situations. Transition, half-court sets, out-of-bounds plays, in the lane. They are the NBA's most complete defenders at the one-guard spot.
Now, here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Rondo drives in. Another shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, for the Celtics, it's worked out quite a bit in the franchise's history, from getting guys perished, making the moves for Kevin Garnett when he was there.
And, you know, it might result in some hard transition years like this one, but there is a reason why the Celtics are never out of it for too long. And doing whatever it takes to improve the team is part of the history of that franchise.
Marcus is checked in for the Magic. And that one's good.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside Brent. Left side Rondo. Wide open look. And he hits the jump shot. Rondo's got his third basket of the night right there.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Orlando grabs the miss. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, that was very sloppy in that first matchup. It was a poorly played game. And it turned into a blowout because they continued to turn the ball over and they didn't execute offensively.
Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, plenty of reason for confidence coming into this game. They're leading the series 2-0 this season, but he's far from complacent. He said their length and shot blocking inside does present some challenges. We can't get careless in our attack and fail to react to help side defenders. Guys, let's see how they do.
All right, thanks, Doris. I think it's the one thing we were talking about before the broadcast. The defense they're facing always seems to be in a lockdown mode.
Yeah, that's their identity, Kevin, and there's kind of an intimidation factor involved here. They've gained their reputation as a defensive club for a reason. They're tough.
Yeah, they really are tough, and they also do a good job of making you uncomfortable and frustrating you a little bit. So you got to keep your poise when you're facing a team as good as this one is defensively.
Kicks it to Zeller. And so he draws the foul on the shot, not tripped to the line to shoot two.
How about the game for Zeller? He already has 8 points, and they've got to be happy with his work.
Get in his face.
Payton comes in for money. So Boston going with almost an entire new...
It's go time. Check in. I'm on.
And here is Payton. And at the end of one, both teams. This Tuesday. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, Stephen Clark, what do you think?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart is out there with Thornton. Then there's Wallace. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Turner in at the small forward position. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for the Celtics. Rondo comes in for Smart.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Well, it's been said about Rajon Rondo that he's the smartest guy in the room and also might be the most stubborn. He's got a terrific IQ for the game, but he's opinionated. We've seen him butt heads with coaches in high school, college, and the pros, but that certainly doesn't take away from his greatness. He's a winner, a champion, and a terrific point guard.
Well, you're right. It has fueled his rise, whether it was at Kentucky, growing up in Louisville, or certainly playing with the Boston Celtics. Among some very important players, Hall of Famers, Allen and Garnett and Paul Pierce. He may have needed a little bit of that just to kind of clear the clutter and show that he could be a leader. He feeds it to Wallace. That's good.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. 16 points for Money.
And Rondo has said he'd like to be a coach when his playing days are done, despite his dust-ups with former coach Doc Rivers. You know, he says he studied his ways and learned a lot from him. Definitely a lot of respect there.
Passes to Thornton. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Thornton. Thornton's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And Rondo had said that his knee injury has made him humbler and certainly more appreciative of the NBA and his God-given gifts and not skipping steps in his approach now to the game.
Yeah, you know, but he did skip a flight with the Celtics last season. He stayed in L.A. to celebrate his birthday. That's not exactly how you want to go about your work.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Harkless. The Celtics also changing it up. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Avery Bradley in for Marcus Thornton. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Rondo. Sullinger dishes to Rondo. Right side Rondo. Here's Sullinger. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Well, Jared Sullinger grew up with the game. His father was a demanding high school coach. And the word is that Jared was actually doing footwork drills at the age of 2. Shooting regulation free throws by 3. You see how strong he is, and he's got a great IQ and skill for the game.
Now here's Rondo. Defense right on him, and it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way, and the basket good. Now it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Wallace with a screen for Rondo. A 3-ball. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Magic leading by 3. Harris a screen on Rondo. Harris outside. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Edmond passes to Money.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Money. He's got 19 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow. Unbelievable from long distance.
Yeah, you are right, Clark. I mean, it's been fireworks from deep. He's just so dangerous out there.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Boston. Both free throws good for Money. Here's Rondo. He has 6. Dishes it to Bradley. Back to Rondo. Clock at 6. Right side Rondo. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Boston with another. Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And he overshot that one, missing.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Rondo kicks to Green. Can't get it to fall.
Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
The feed now to Fournier. Here's Gordon, and blocked. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Green with the ball. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Money. Dedmon kicks to Fournier. Knocked away.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Rondo dishes to Sullinger. Fournier pulls it down. Magic leading by 3. Pass to Money. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Money's got 23.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Rondo passes to Zeller. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And that's 12 points for Tyler Zeller.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Ridnour's checked in. In the second half of the season, this group of teams has really heated up from beyond the arc. Number 1, the Magic.
This team seems to have gotten better shooting the ball as the season has gone on. I just think they're in a great offensive groove right now.
Celtics trail by 5. Outside Rondo. Bradley against Ridnour. Rondo wide open, and again Boston with the triple.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens of the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself. And he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
Ridnour passes to Money. Releases. Again, the Magic score.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here. Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how Orlando ranks league-wide. First in scoring, first in shooting percentage, and they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with a 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Green kicks to Rondo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Money passes to Oladipo. Here's Money, guarded by Green. Zeller with the double team. It's up a 3. It's blocked, but he gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gordon. And Boston with the rebound. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Green with the ball. Zeller dishes to Rondo. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. The guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2".
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Consistently knocked out.
The team's deciding to change it up. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Magic lead by 2.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Money in at the point. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. When former college coach Brad Stevens came in to coach the Boston Celtics, some worried that he'd have a tough time winning over headstrong point guard Rajon Rondo. But the two hit it off. Rondo said they become best friends, adding, "We talk every day. We laugh and joke. He has my full support. I'm behind him 100%. Kevin?
Rondo keeping an open mind and making himself accountable to Stevens' vision, Doris. Thanks.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Knocked away. From beyond the arc, and that one's good. And it's a 5-point Magic lead.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Rondo on top. He's got 12. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Rondo on top. Feeds it to Zeller. Rondo kicks to Sullinger. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, they're fighting for every loose ball, putting a body on somebody and going after the rim.
And the shot's good for money.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Green, the pass to Rondo. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Here's Gordon. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Dedmon's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Rondo. And the wide open shot from Green. Green missing again.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Money passes to Oladipo. Harris outside. And the pass to Money. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Oladipo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Second free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 16. Rondo dishes to Green. Bradley, no one around him. Busted. No good that time either.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Here's Money. He's covered by Rondo. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Great job. Taking right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Well, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Bradley's got 5 points so far.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
They read each other so well, it's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish, just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Here's Rondo. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Money. He's got 39. Harris kicks to Oladipo. From 13, he clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Money's got 41. Celtics trail by 18. Outside Rondo. To the paint. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Orlando's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Pass to Harris. Left side Harris. The open jump shot off the mark. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Rondo. Rejected by Harris.
He has not been on his game, and you know their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, I had a chance to check out stats for Tobias Harris. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, you have to game plan for him defensively.
And if you don't, Steve, he could put up a lot of points on you in a short amount of time.
And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Boston also with the sub. Wallace is checked in. They get it again. Rondo's shot is off.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
The dish to Fournier. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied somewhat down the stretch. Still very young with an impressive skill set. He's definitely a player to watch.
Rondo passes to Sullinger. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's now 9 points for Jared Sullinger. Magic leading by 15. Shoots the 3. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in for money.
When you talk about Fournier's skill level, I mean, pretty crafty penetrating and finishing around the rim. And he's also been a good three-point shooter in the NBA from day one.
Back to Rondo. They kick it out to Green. He dishes it to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And Steve, Fournier doesn't separate himself with his athleticism, but he can be elusive.
Well, he understands hesitation and using angles to get inside. I think that speaks to his ball handling and offensive instincts. You know, he can be very fun to watch.
Oladipo against Bradley. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Celtics have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And they're right around 74%.
I like that shooting.
You know, the number shots.
Tune in this Wednesday night, March 11th. Victor Oladipo and the Orlando Magic take on the Milwaukee Bucks. It's an Eastern Conference duel.
And at the end of the third, the Magic shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Sullinger and Zeller together down low. Thornton out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Turner in at the 3.
You know, it's such a treat to watch the game for a living. It doesn't stand still. It keeps evolving. And as we see the leadership changing hands, a new commissioner, new owners, I think that process will continue. And hopefully they'll strike that balance between preserving the tradition of the game while also continuing to attract new fans.
Green, he's checked in for Boston. Outside Rondo. He kicks to Sullinger. From deep. Rondo's shot is off.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And he gets it to go.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Magic on the break for the finish. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. So it's Boston now. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. 6 to shoot. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Rondo. 16 points for Tyler Zeller. Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Money passes to Gordon. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Well, I never got to compete in a dunk contest, but I've seen more than a few at All-Star Weekend. It's just amazing what players today can do in the air, and Still, I think my favorite dunker of all time was Julius Erving. Watching him in transition was just a thing of beauty.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Gordon, and it's Andrew Nicholson in for Harkless. Money passes to Harris. Haywood with the block. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Rondo's running. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Money. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Money. Sinks the three-pointer. Money's got 47 points. The Clark dunks are becoming increasingly more complex, whether they're in-game or during events.
Well, the athleticism of the players is just off the charts over the last 2+ decades. So just about everybody, no matter what their size, when you look at NBA guys, can throw it down. And, you know, Steve mentioned his favorite dunker. Mine would have to be probably Dominique Wilkins. His two-handed double clutch, sideways tilt throwdowns would have to be up there as well.
Well, you know, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter. My gosh, you can go on and on. There's some
sure could.
Acrobatic guys, high flyers for sure. Haywood with a screen on Harris. Rondo dishes to Thornton. Kicks to Anthony. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
You know, the league seems pretty serious about creating more parity between the teams. A big sign of that was the last CBA, where the NBA more than tripled the amount of revenue sharing between the big market and the small market teams. The little guys, I think, are in a much better position now than they were a few years ago.
Fournier is checked in for Orlando. Wallace is checked in for Boston. And most NBA teams now can turn a profit with the revenue sharing and still field a competitive team.
And I think that's really important, that you try to balance it out between the large market teams and the smaller market teams. Clearly, revenue creation is different when you're in a bigger market versus a smaller one. So with the tougher luxury tax and revenue sharing, the size of your market is a little bit mitigated. So therefore, everybody has a better chance to be competitive.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for Boston, Brandon Haywood, taking 2 shots.
And so Haywood nails both of them. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Money passes to Nicholson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Here's Wallace. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Money. That's good. And it's Ridenour picking up the assist. Money's got 49 points in the game. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rondo. He's tightly guarded. Wallace kicks to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away, jump shot is good.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Money. He's covered by Rondo. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Green, he's checked in for Orlando.
That's the way to move the ball.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Andrew Nicholson. Gordon comes in for Willie Green. And Money subbed in for Luke Ridenour. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Zeller, he's checked in for Haywood. Turner comes in for Joel Anthony. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Wallace. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley.
Evan Turner has a nice potpourri of skills. I mean, a 6'7" swingman with very good ball handling ability. Played a lot of point forward at the Ohio State University. And also an excellent rebounder for a wing. And his basketball IQ is quite high to go along with that versatility.
Luke Ridenour is checked in for Fournier. And the Celtics also making a change. Wallace is checked in for Smart. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Money. He's guarded by Thornton. Money passes to Gordon. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
Yeah, but that's how I feel every night, Doris. You know me? When you're the best shooter in the world like I am, that's just how it is. My man Clark is always talking about in the gym range, you know? Well, I have zip code range, so tell him he can use that.
Well done. Kevin, a young man always looking for more.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
Hey, I know you saw me locking up out there, right?
Nope. I saw you doing what you're paid to do. Play good defense whenever you're on the court.
Oh, come on, man. Let me have this one. I did all the little things you always talking about. Hustle, effort, relentless.
Fair enough. Keep it up, and the wins will follow.
I can stop anybody in this league. KD, LeBron, Curry. Shoot, I don't care. Bring them all on.
Easy, partner. You never want your mouth to try to check your body can't cash.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
The Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. This road trip for the Magic kicking things off here in this one. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
And Kevin, they've split the season series so far, one game apiece. So this is the last time these two teams will face each other. So a little extra incentive here to try to win the season series.
I'm not quite sure who's going to come out on top, but I will, guys, predict a good game. I think it's going to be snug as me in an airplane bathroom all the way through this one.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Money in at the 1. Now here's Terry. He's covered closely. George double-teamed. Fires at the elbow. Blocked. And he recovers it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hibbert. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Roy Hibbert, the big dog, number 55 for the Pacers, is 7'2" and is a little too big for king-size beds. Every time the Pacers go on the road, he has to take along a special inflatable mattress that he likes to sleep on. It's one of the downsides to living large.
Shot's good from West. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Money, and it's rejected. Terry against Harris. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. There's the pick. Terry kicks to George. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Money. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. That's tipped. Now here's Terry. Left side, Terry. Hibbert in the high post. Looking for Terry. He gets it there. Comes up empty down low. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against New York.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
Now Terry, after the missed 3 from Money. Terry dishes to George. Terry the pass to George. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. The shot is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They ran away with that game, Kevin, mostly thanks to their play at the offensive end.
That's exactly right, guys. There was crisp movement by the players and the ball throughout that game, and they got a lot of high-quality shots as a result.
Here's Terry. After the Magic pick up 2. George double team. Terry kicks to George. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. George has got his second basket of the night.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Gordon with a screen on Terry. Here's Money. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And George, here we go. George missing again.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
The shot's good for money.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
George against Harris. And George kicks to Hibbert. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Roy Hibbert really an all-around contributor at the center position. An elite rim protector. He can pass, post up, even knock a shot down from the high post. He really does a lot of things to help you win.
And Hibbert hits them both. And Hibbert with the nice soft touch on that hook shot. With his height, you're not going to block that one.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's got a really nice touch. One of the better free throw shooters among big men in the league as well.
Pacers trail by 4. Terry dishes to West. George passes to Terry. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Miles kicks to Terry. Pulls up. Misses off the left iron. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And Terry over to help. To the left wing. Edmond passes to Money. And he's good on the 3-ball. Money's got 14. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Terry dishes to Hibbert. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Orlando leading by 5. Money passes to Gordon. It's stolen by West. And George kicks to Terry. Back to George. Hibbert with a screen for George. Passes it to Terry. Shoots from the line. The shot's good on the assist by George. Terry's got his first points in this one.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Harris a screen on Terry. They double him with West. He tries for 3. Pacers with the rebound. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Yeah, they really took it on the chin that last time out, and the difference was the turnover differential. When you look at the stat sheet, they were so careless with the ball, and those mistakes were just too much to overcome.
And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them the line. 5th best, Paul George.
Well, there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. What else can you say?
As a coach, you want your small forwards to be aggressive in getting to the basket. I mean, that's a must. And with these players, whether they draw the foul or get a layup out of it, it's a win-win.
George double team. There's the feed to Hibbert. Pass to Terry. Hibbert dishes to Terry. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he gets it back.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Indiana making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Luis Scola in for West. Harkless is checked in for the Magic. Harris misses. Pacers trail by 3. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Jason Terry.
16 seconds. Substitution for the Pacers. Rodney Stuckey.
Outside, George. Out to Stuckey. Feeds it to Mahinmi. Tipped away. Here's Money. He's guarded by Stuckey. Sinks it. And the shot from Money. Money's got 19 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
And George kicks to Mahinmi. He feeds it to Stuckey. pass to Miles, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably...
I like that shooting.
Hold out for it and got a handle.
Let's go.
23 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Stuckey. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Now Miles. Outside Scola with his first shot attempt. Here's Gordon. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Magic.
Tune in this Wednesday night, March 11th. Victor Oladipo and the Orlando.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Money in at point guard. Harkless is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Gordon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now the dish to Fournier. Here's Money. Launches it. Shot clock at 6. That's good. Money's got 22 points.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, David West is one of the most consistent guys in the entire NBA. Not only with his production, but with his demeanor on a team. As Coach Frank Vogel said, West has poise and composure. He's our rock. There's no other way to put it. He's a leader for them, Kevin, on and off the court.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, one of the savviest players you'll see, no doubt.
Hibbert against Gordon, but they get it back. The shot's good for Money.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Knocked loose. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Gordon, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Magic shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Well, last season, the fans in Indiana finally came back in bunches to support their hometown Pacers. In the top 10 in attendance, up from 25th in 2013.
6 on the shot clock. And it's Terry off the drive. Here's Hibbert. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their game. I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Well, Clark, you look at the low attendance numbers for the Pacers in years past from 2007 to 2012. They averaged the second worst in the league. I think that surprised a lot of people.
It really did. It surprised me and the rest of the organization as well. Yet that corresponds with the seasons that the Pacers actually dipped below 500, and there wasn't a lot of promise on the horizon. With the Pacers winning now, and from what I hear, the TV ratings are also over double. Actually, I know the TV ratings for that team have doubled up since 2012, so things are headed in the right direction now.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Evan Fournier. Harkless kicks to Oladipo. Sinks the three-pointer. Oladipo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking. Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. First in opponent shooting percentage. Second in opponent points per game. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And Clark, let's talk about that defense. I mean, number 1 in the league in field goal percentage. You talked about it. They're just smothering. They really get after you. They try to attack you. They close out. They rotate well, and they're constantly covering up for one another.
Terry with it. He had 19 points in the win against New York. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Money passes to Dedmon. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
Pacers trail by 14. And it's Terry off the drive. Stuckey outside. Back to Hibbert. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Hibbert's got 8 points.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there. What a stellar outing in this one for Money. He's got 24 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow. Unbelievable from long distance.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. I mean, it's been fireworks from deep. He's just so dangerous out there.
And Orlando making a change here. Harris is checked in. Outside, George. Here's Hibbert. They get the rebound. That's good. 7 points here for George.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
To the wing right side. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Money's got the lead up to 14 now for Orlando. The Pacers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Magic leading by 12.
Well, for Paul George, his leap last season, not just about accentuating his strengths, but also cutting back on the negative plays, in particular, lowering his fouls and turnovers while he was on the floor.
Kicks it to Stuckey. Pass to Hibbert. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. Paul George in the first year of a 5-year max-level contract extension. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Magic lead by 15. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here.
All right, fellas. Great job in the early going. But we've got to keep playing the same way.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Down low, Weston Hibbert, C.J. Miles, and Paul George are the wingmen. And it's Stuckey in at point guard. That's the Pacers' 5.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Dishes it to West. He kicks it to Miles. Stuckey tries inside. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down. What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
A quick shot there, and it's off target. Magic leading by 14. Here's Money. He's got 31. They set the pick. Nice work there coming off the screen. And it's 6 points for Victor Oladipo.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Hibbert dishes to Stuckey. Soft touch off the glass.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Money passes to Oladipo. He dishes it to Dedmon. Pass to Gordon. The Pacers pull it in. Hibbert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Stuckey. 13 points in the game. That is good.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Gordon. Offensive rebound. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
Well, it's plays like that, hustle plays on the glass, and then staying with it, being active, it really caused some problems for that defense.
And George, here we go. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Oladipo. How the last month of basketball was for him, averaging 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. I mean, we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box score.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
And a chance here to see our rookie watch. The biggest point-producing freshman over the last 10 games. Oh, you look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Well, he was a big part of what they did offensively over those 10 games. And for a first-year player, pretty valuable contribution.
For any player, Steve, it's a valuable contribution. I mean, he's had a great stretch.
Terry kicks it to West. Terry dishes to Hibbert. Back to Terry. Shoots the 3. And it's Terry again missing. Magic leading by 17. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's West. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D. It was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Now the feed to Oladipo. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. Oladipo's got 5 points now this quarter. Pacers trail by 19. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And George, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
West inside, powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, I mean, you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on you.
Terry outside. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, George. West against Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. That's good for Miles on the assist by George. George has got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Money. Terry covering. Blocked. They retain possession. Pass to Hibbert. Back to Terry. Looking to get back on track here. And he gets it to go. Terry's got 11 points.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And he continues to shoot well after that blazing first half.
George double teamed. Here's Hibbert. And again, it's Indiana converting. Here's Money. He's got 36. From deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Pacers trail by 16. Terry outside. Feeds it to Hibbert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's see how Indiana stacked up. Second in opponent points per game. 4th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
Yeah, those are all good points, Clark. And to me, the one that stands out, the one statistic that you mentioned is the opponent's points per game, because this team obviously gets after it defensively. They just try to blanket the opposing offense, and they do it because they scout well. You can tell they're well prepared for each and every offense that they face on a nightly basis.
Jeremy Tyler, he's checked in for West. And he sinks the second. Orlando leading by 15. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hibbert. On the wing, Jason Terry. Defended by Harkless. 17-foot shot on the way. Nice shot by Terry. Terry's got 4 points in the quarter. Magic have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. To the inside, and stolen by Hibbert. Now here's Terry. Not a lot of room. And there's the pass to Tyler. Back to Terry. Outside, George. He feeds it to Terry. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Indiana. Here's Money. He's got 39. Harris kicks to Gordon. The dish to Oladipo. Here's Money. Hits the three-point bomb. Money's got 42 in the game.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And finished off by Oladipo.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Got a piece of it. Here's Tyler outside for Miles. Gordon against Hibbert. Fires from deep. And it's Terry that time on the assist by Hibbert. 18 points for Jason Terry.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Here's Money. Hibbert with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And some changes here for the Pacers. Mike comes in for Roy Hibbert. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. George passes to Scola. Takes the turnaround J, uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Here's Payton. Here's Fournier. Got it off in time.
This Friday,
Orlando leading by 14. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Money, he's in at point guard. Dwayne Dedman is out there with Gordon. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Fournier in at the 2. Here's Terry. The shot's good on the assist by George. Terry's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Pacers. Magic shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And George, here we go. Poked away. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Tries a 3. Another miss by Orlando. Pacers trail by 12. Terry with it. Now guarded by Money. Terry dishes to George. Scola sets a screen for Stuckey. Here's Fournier. Pass to Money. Shot from the top of the key. He squares up and sinks it. Money's got 44. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
You also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged virtually every shot in the paint.
Kicks it to Dedman. Rebounded by Luis Scola. Scola's got his 6th rebound on the night. Terry outside. He kicks it to West. And George, here we go. Here's Terry. Goes back up. Here's West. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who's going to win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
George double-teamed. Orlando with the ball. Pacers trail by 14. They get it again. Stuckey kicks to Scola. Kicks it out to Terry. Knocked away. 3-on-3. Here's Fournier. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on David West. And that one falls for Fournier.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole. And far too often, that's the case for this team.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Pacers. C.J. Miles comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And a switcher also for Orlando. Oladipo, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. George, no good.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
They set the screen. Money passes to Gordon. Here's Money. Back to Gordon. The kick out to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Hibbert with the block. But they'll recover it. No coverage that time. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Hibbert. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Money. Good on the three-point shot. Money's got 47 points.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
George double teamed. Tries to save it. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started, and a better job finishing it off.
Left side, Terry. Dishes it to Miles. Back to Terry. No one near him. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Money passes to Gordon. Stolen by Terry. And here's George. Lets it go with a three. That's good.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
George! Magic leading by 20. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Magic making a change here. Harris has checked in. Indiana's gotten just one of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And George, here we go.
Looking at the game for George, 8 rebounds, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Kept alive. Pacers trail by 18. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Money passes to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
The Pacers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. George double team. Terry outside. West inside. Orlando grabs the miss. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Stolen by Terry. He dishes it to Miles. The wide open look here for Terry. Releases from the wing and drills it. Terry's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
Here's Money. Cranes the three-pointer. Money's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Magic.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
And stolen by Harris. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Pass to Miles. The trade. They get it back. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Indiana, Roy Hibbert.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Money. Now the feed to Oladipo. Harris against George. Pass to Oladipo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gordon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Magic lead by 19. Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. In the corner, George with it from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Magic leading by 19 points. Money passes to Dedmon. Feeds to Harris. Orlando moving the ball around. The pass to Money. There's the dish to Oladipo. They set the pick. And there's the rejection. Terry with it. Now guarded by Money. Inside. And stolen by Harris. And now Orlando on the break. Oladipo's running.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run out, Steve. That's perfection to me.
The Pacers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. And it's Terry off the drive. Here's Hibbert. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Roy Hibbert. 11 rebounds, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
Well, and because of that, there's now a serious intimidation factor working in their favor.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track every movement of every player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Well, sometimes you just got to make the easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself.
Oh, trying for it. Stolen by Terry. Now George. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Magic leading by 19 points. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
West a screen on Harris. From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
The kick out to Oladipo. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Money passes to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Tries to keep it alive. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So an entire
nice shot.
Indiana. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, the outcome of this one never really in doubt tonight. Would you say that this is one of the better performances by this team this year?
As of now, I say yeah, but I know in a few weeks that won't be the case because we'll probably be setting records by beating teams by like 100 points or something. And you know I'll be leading the way on that one.
Well done. Kevin, a young man always looking for more.
Thank you, Doris. That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.
Okay, I've been thinking.
That's never a good thing.
Huh. Funny guy. That's why I like you so much. Always keeping it light. Doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Anyway, you're really starting to make a name for yourself. So with more eyeballs on you, I think it's time for you to start doing a little more to really stand out.
All right.
You know, get the word-of-mouth machine churning.
So what are you thinking?
You need to start doing pregame rituals. You know, LeBron's got the chalk toss, KG headbutts the stanchion. You know, something to get the people buzzing about you. Keep your name trending.
Yeah, I like the idea of creating something that people can associate with me.
That's cool.
Oh, good. Well, I'll let you think about it, pick one out, and I look forward to seeing it debut before the next game.